Warning: Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use, for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Somebody's got to have some sense in this world. And a lot of white folk have demonstrated eloquently that they don't have no sense. And why should we be that way?
What it do, family and friends? Welcome back to the Church of Black Power. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you can be notified whenever videos like this drop. Please make sure you're hitting that like and share button so we can beat up the algorithm. Make sure we get this message out to the ears that need to hear. And if you have not done so yet, please click that link in the description. Go to change.org and put your signature on the petition for reparations. And with that being said, family, how are you all doing today, family? It's been a long week. As I've told you guys, I started working on this new project, and we're going to start filming next week. And so it's been very busy trying to get everything together. Trying to, oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Jesus, excuse me. Yeah, but it's been very busy trying to get everything together for the filming and everything. I rewrote the script several times due to me being a perfection. Oh, gee, excuse me, family. I don't know what's going on. My allergies want to kick in right when we get started. All right, family. We go ahead and give it shout outs. Hopefully I can make it through. Excuse me. Jesus Christ. Shalom and salute to our brother Reparations Nation, Patricia A. Jones, Priscilla Taylor, Jesse Paris, our sister Black Spider, Tasting Teas with Tony, Retro Gemini 99. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for everybody who's not in the chat. Thank you for everybody who watched this on the playback. Family, so earlier this week, couple days ago, we got some news. The DA convinced the grand jury to indict Karmelo Anthony on murder one charges. I'm not really surprised by that because, you know, there's a saying that says that a DA can get a ham sandwich indicted. So that's not really a big feat at all. But it's very interesting that they stuck with the murder one charges. Like I said before, murder one is very tough to prove because you have to prove intent. Let's get into these articles and then I'll give my little breakdown of it. Let's pull this up here. Now, this is an older article. What we know about the Fatal Frisco track meets stabbing case. I've read this article before. It was put out back in April. However, they updated it to basically tell everybody what's going on. Excuse me. The Frisco ISD student accused of fatally stabbing a fellow athlete at the track meet at David excuse me, Kai Kendall Stadium has been indicted on murder charge. In a statement on X, Willis said the indictment of the 18-year-old Karmelo Anthony and the death of the 17-year-old Austin Metcalf will allow the case to move forwardly into the court system, adding a trial schedule will be set by the court. And yeah, this just goes back into what happened on that day. Okay, salute to Black Spider. Thank you for your Cash App donation, family. Your donation is blessed tenfold, and I appreciate your contribution, family. Also, salute to our brother Iron Will. Thank you for being here, family. So this just goes back over the story. Let's get over here to the DA and what he had to say.
Good afternoon. Earlier this spring, our community was shaken by what happened at a school track meet in Frisco. The violent loss of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf. For weeks now, my team has been presenting evidence to the grand jury, and today I summarized that evidence, and I asked the grand jury to return a first-degree murder indictment against Karmelo Anthony, which they did. With this indictment, the case now moves formally into the court system. From this point forward, we'll continue doing our job both fully and fairly to pursue justice under the law. As for the scheduling of the trial, that will be up to the court. But when the time comes, we will be ready. Now, we know that this case has struck a deep nerve here in Collin County and beyond. And that's understandable. When something like this happens at a school event, it shakes people to the core. But let's remember that the justice system works best when it moves with steadiness and principle. That's what we're committed to, and that's what this case deserves. We're also mindful of Austin's family and everyone who loved him. Please keep them in your thoughts, and if you're willing, your prayers as well.
Yeah, that's a hard pass for me.
Finally, let's remember that a defendant is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law.
All right. So there you have it. That's what the DA had to say about it. They're moving forward with the murder one charges. And I'm not really concerned about the murder one charges, like I said, because of the fact that it's going to be hard as hell to prove the intent. However, we do have a case that we can actually look at, something very similar. Let's go here, family. I spoke about this before. The case in Allison case. You know, the little Nabisco dude who planned to go to the school. Him and another guy agreed to some fisticuffs. And instead of going toe-to-toe with the young man, he said, you know what? I'm going to take this blade up here and I'm going to poke him a couple of times. This young man, he was being charged with murder. Unfortunately, he didn't get charged with murder. They had to give him a lesser charge. Let's get into it. Belton, Texas. Casey Tyler Allison, has been sentenced to 10 years in prison for the 2022 stabbing death of another Belton High School student. The sentencing came Monday afternoon in the 478th District Court in Bell County after, in Bell County after the juries had found him guilty of criminally negligent homicide. So he wasn't even found guilty of the murder one. They decided to go with a lesser charge, the criminally negligent homicide. Back in April, he had been charged and indicted on murder charges originally in the case. Allison had been accused of stabbing death of Jose Joe Ramirez Jr. during a fight in the Belton High School's restroom May 3rd, 2020. Ramirez was rushed to the hospital after the stabbing, but died a short time later. Police said Allison ran away after the fight and was later found at his home. Police searched the home and said they found a folding knife that appeared to be covered in blood. Police also recovered video of evidence. Bond for Alice had originally been set for $1 million, but was later reduced at a hearing to $175,000. So this kid here, he had the same, now I don't want to say the same type of situation because he actually had intent. This dude actually had intent on his end, but they still didn't find him guilty of the murder one. And he's actually this is in Texas as well. So this is why I'm like, the murder charge, that's a little bit overreaching. Yeah, he stabbed him several times. Several times he stabbed him. But the murder charge is a little overreach. However, it does it's still giving the Magites their just desserts. Yeah, exactly. That's what a DA can find a way to indict a ham sandwich, which is why I'm not worried. We all know Metcalf boys were the aggressors. Exactly. End of story. The fact of the matter that you still haven't had anybody who was there say anything about the matter, you know something's wrong. You know something's up. We didn't been, what are we in June now? This happened back in April. Or was it late March, early April, something like that? We still ain't heard nothing from anybody who was actually there. And remember, they took people's phones away from them. I really don't think, and see, if he was really guilty, and I've said this several times, salute to Uncensored Truth. I said this several different times. Yeah, I thought so in March, late March. I said this several times. If you really, really look at this situation, it's easy to see that we're not overreaching by saying this is self-defense at all. And the reason behind that is because, you know, if he was guilty, they couldn't wait. I guarantee you they wouldn't be able to contain themselves. They wouldn't be able to hold back from leaking that damn tape. Leaking somebody's camera footage from their phones that they just mysteriously took everyone's phones away for that reason. So no one can leak what actually happened. If everything is square and above ground, I expect him to get off. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that those videotapes and those witnesses who aren't saying anything, who are sworn to secrecy for some damn reason, yeah, I think that they're going to validate that the Metcalf boys were the aggressors. Yeah, we'd be seeing the footage 72 hours after the incident. Exactly. We'd be seeing it on non-stop cable footage. It'll be in HD TV in 4K. Guaranteed. Salute, Willie McKinley. Thank you for being here, family. Excuse me. 1 second. Yeah. But yeah, I think that if everything is square and above water, if he gets a fair shake, a good jury selection, then yeah, there'll be once we get the discovery going, that's where I think everything will start to fall apart on the case. They'll start trying to give him lesser sentences. And I think that they probably started, and this is what they do with us all the time. I think that they started out with a higher sentence, a higher charge, so that they can offer a lesser charge and see if he'll take it as a deal. It's the same thing they do to us when they're trying to say, when they try to make sure we don't take things to trial. If you take this deal instead of the 139 days we're looking to give you, you'll only do 30 years. And people tend to listen to it because they're afraid. When you have a good case, you tend to get off. And not even that, really, there are high numbers of people getting convicted, and not because of the fact that they're getting proven guilty in court, is because 9 times out of the 10, those people will take a deal. A lot of people will take a deal, and that's where they're getting most of their conviction rates. No matter where they are, whether they're in California, Texas, anywhere around the United States, the way that they get their conviction rate so high is because they scare people into taking deals. That's it. And so that's what I believe might be a situation for Karmelo. I think that they started out with a murder charge, even though I'm pretty sure it's not going to hold any water. And then once discovery starts happening, once people are able to really get into the evidence, especially all those cell phone footage and get all the witness statements that was sworn to silency for some damn reason, then I'm pretty sure 100% fault that he'll get justice as he should. But the Magites are upset about it. They're still talking about the same old talking points, family, still using the same old nonsense. This is from 10 a.m. This ain't that long ago. They're out here spreading that same false information. Carmelo Anthony's family blew through $540,000. They now are asking for another $1 million, cars and bling. This is all they can't get us off of their minds. They're very upset at this whole situation, especially because it became such a widespread situation that got all kinds of eyes on it. They don't like the fact that our young brother who was defending himself came out on top and not in their box like some people did. Excuse me if that seems a little insensitive. They don't like the fact that he even got the bail reduced so that he can actually get a fair shake in a courtroom. They're very, very upset about that. And although all this has been disproven, like our sister said, all lies, lies, lies. Even though this has been publicly disproven, these folks are still running around here using the same talking points because they can't do anything else. They tried to make him out to be this bad kid. Come to find out, no, he wasn't. They tried to make it seem like he probably came from a broken family. Come to find out, no, he didn't. These folks, salute to AL. Thank you for being here, family. These folks are trying everything in their white supremacist playbook, and it's not really affecting anything, and it's not really deterring us from supporting the young brother. And that's what's really getting to him. Let's read some of these, shall we? Give me more money. Told everybody that this would happen. They blew through the money, and eventually his family will send him down the river. when they can't get any more out of this. He will go to prison and they will spend whatever is left and abandon him. This is what these racists are running around here throwing out into the universe as if they know exactly what's going on. They're really like projecting 100% fold. The same people that donated to Shiloh Hendricks want to talk about us getting scammed. What did Shiloh Hendricks do with all that money? I wonder. I wonder. Exactly. They don't like FBAs to be on code and supporting Carmelo Anthony. No, they don't want us to be on code with him and putting our funding behind it. That's putting our money where our mouth is for real. And they're scrutinizing it because they can't stand that we're practicing group economics to protect the young man. That's their biggest issue. See, and we're justified. We're just trying to help a young man make sure he don't get railroaded by an injustice court system. But when they're giving money, it's usually to protect a white supremacist. When they're giving money, it's to protect people like Shiloh Hendricks. When they're giving money, it's to protect people like Daniel Penny, Cal Rittenhouse, Derek Chauvin. When they're giving money, it's to protect evil. That's just what it is. And so they're not only pissed off that we ourselves are on code, but we're putting that black dollar behind what we believe in. And the message is very clear. We're not just going to let you railroad our young brother like that. Hell no. If there was even a video of Carmelo even walking up to the twins, that'd be enough. Exactly. If that was a thing, if there was a videotape of him walking up to the Metcalf boys, then they would have played that like, oh no, look, they said that the aggressors were the Metcalfs. It was really Carmelo because he walked up on them. And that's exactly what the narrative would be. And that's how you know that a lot of this is just nonsense. We know that they're got to be hiding the fact that this boy was justified, or else they would have already made this man's name dirt. If they could prove this kid did just anything, they would prove it. Just so everybody can smear this kid further. But they can't. And I'm pretty sure, and I feel it in my heart of hearts, that they ain't got nothing on them. Yeah, somebody out there didn't turn their phone in. I don't know. They might have searched them kids. You know, them popo be ruthless when they want what they want, especially in a hick town like that. Colin Calvin, yeah. We don't know. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. The new scam from Money. From criminal families. He don't come from no criminal family. But you know who did? Austin Metcalf. Oh, wow. Who said that? I mean, Austin's father was, pretty well known with the criminal system there, buddy. I'm just saying. He was very well known by the PD and the Justice Department there, by some of the lewd acts he was doing. But they failed to mention that. They refused to mention that. Oh yeah, the powers that be have been way too quiet about this for this young man. Yep, young black man to be guilty. Exactly. If they were, trust me, if they had what they needed, they'd be a lot louder. They'd be a lot louder because then they'll be able to push that issue a lot more. These are the same people, yeah, that donated to Daniel Penny, mind you. Exactly. These are the same that let me show you something else. Let me go here, family. Karmelo is not getting away this time. Oh, yeah? About that. Maybe you forgot about the black jurors on the O.J. Simpson trial. Saw justice. You see what I'm saying? These folks are so consumed that they're trying to take it back to O.J., another trial where a man was proved innocent. So I kind of feel like these people know that Karmelo's innocent, because he tied it right on back to OJ, and OJ, like I said, he was proven innocent. And if you look at the evidence in that case, there's no way that he could actually have been there. But let these folks tell you, OJ was super Negro. This dude, he can cross a country in the blink of an eye. Yeah. So, what are they really afraid of? Why are they so gung-ho off of policing us and making sure that we don't fight back? Family, do you know you can't even be an officer in America without getting pressed? Now, I'm going to play a clip for you, family. I'm going to play a clip for you. It's black FBI agents undercover getting harassed by plainclothes po-po. Let's go here.
All right, do your job correctly.
I'm trying to serve, man.
Do your job correctly, man.
Okay, that's my bad.
Okay? Do your job
That's
correctly.
my bad. Listen, I just need your ID. Let's get back to the thing. I'll run you. I'll make sure you're straight. We'll get you on the...
I'm not giving you my ID.
I need to see your ID so that I can make sure that I don't need to take you downtown. I can just, help you maybe pick a cooler place to sit for the night.
What's the problem?
Because at this point, now that I've
Do you have problems with calls? Why do you need to see my ID?
my man, now that we're interacting, we might as well just go through it, right?
Okay.
I now need to make sure...
Let me know why. Let me know why.
Absolutely, because now that we've had this interaction, I want to make sure I'm not sending some troublesome person that's...
Troublesome.
Right. What do I know that you've got going on? I don't know you. We don't know each other. This is our interaction.
You don't.
So, I can't... If I send you out there and you go out and you hurt somebody, right? That's on me. You're literally on my camera having an inter...
What makes you think me sitting right here, minding my own business, I'll go out there and hurt somebody?
Nothing. That's... We're gonna run your... We're gonna run your ID and we're gonna make sure that that's not the case. Because this camera is not gonna show on the news the man that just killed a whole nice family, right?
Family, this person is sitting here minding his damn business. Now, granted, he's undercover, but this dude didn't know that. But this is the mindset of these Nabiscos. This is what needs to be studied. And the fact that they can even get put on the police force, that this at this point is a requirement to get put on the police force. The fact that you have an overwhelming prejudice against Black Americans, a racist just mindset against Black Americans, because there is no reason for him to assume that this man would go off and go murder some damn body when he walks away from the interaction. That makes no damn sense. But this is the thinking that they have about us in general. Not just us, our children. So when you're seeing situations such as our brother Karmelo and them trying to Jim Crow him out of his seat because they didn't want him there, these are the same things that is being pushed on our folks that make them think that they can go and do that. that makes them think that they have the right to police us.
I'm just saying, what if a family decides to come into a party like this? You're sitting here playing nice guy. I'm not assuming anything. I'm here to protect and serve. I'm serving. I'm not assuming, I'm serving.
Salute Black or you. Thank you for being here, family. This man said, I'm here to protect and serve. No, what you're doing is you're here to harass a black man. The first black man that you saw who's just sitting at a park minding his damn business. You decided to run up on him and you decided to then harass him, not knowing that you would have to fuck around and find out, excuse my French. Because now this information is live on the internet for everyone to see.
Yes, you're part of this. Yes, I'm protecting you from what you may or may not do, man. Listen, I would rather have
here right now, sitting on this bench, minding my own business, cooling down in this hot weather. What is your issue?
There's no issue. Listen, let me answer that question.
Go ahead.
I'd rather have you, let me see your ID, find out you're safe, move you along to a nice, cool space for your protection as well as everyone else's. Everyone else comes in. Instead of, hold on, let me finish. You come in, you cause a problem, and then we have to go a different route. So go ahead and stand up, put your back towards me. I'm not going to let you murder someone tonight and be in trouble. So give me that hand.
This dude is making a lot of assumptions, ain't he? I'm not going to let you unalive somebody tonight. What the hell? What makes you think this man sitting there minding his business, eating a bag of chips, looking out into the sunset at a park is going to go off and just unalive somebody? Like, exactly. Move it along. Move it along. What are you doing? Where's your sergeant? Who the hell? Who does that? Yeah, just unaliving. He's just gonna run off all willy-nilly. But this is the narrative that has been crafted about us, and this is the narrative that they're pushing. All for it. It doesn't matter who you are. Yeah, lawsuit. You know what this reminds me of? That judge that got pulled over, and the white guy didn't believe she was a judge because she was black, and he broke her tail light. These folks are showing what the prerequisite of becoming a police officer is, and it's anti-black racism, having an anti-black mindset.
My man, don't fight it. We're gonna slowly do this. My man, we're gonna get you cuffed. Thank you for complying. Because again, I'm trying to protect you from myself, my man. I don't know you. I don't know your mental stability. I just need you. Stop. Play it cool. Stop. My man, Officer Johnson. My man.
And what's your badge number?
3795. Just stay cool. Stay cool. Yo. Back up, my man.
Hold on, what are you doing?
What's up? Hey, officer. Hey, I don't know you, man. Officer, what's going on? What are you? I don't know you, officer. What's going on? One of ours, one of us? What do you mean?
You are an idiot.
I don't know these two guys.
Yeah. Look, before you just come and make assumptions, all right? Do your job correctly.
I'm trying to serve,
Do
man.
your job correctly, man.
Okay. That's my bad.
Okay? Do your job
That's
correctly.
my bad.
It's people like you that got the system really messed up.
He didn't do anything, man.
Right?
All right, okay.
Blow our cover, man.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
Dude. Unbelievable.
The fact that the brother said, go eat a donut or something, as if he's not Popo too, that is diabolical. Yeah, but we can't even be at peace on the job, even as police officer. He was pissed off that he blew his cover, wasn't he? He was like, you blew my cover. Yeah, that's what, this is a great point. They blow a gasket every time they see a black person looking free, period. Not just that, and that's a great point, my sister Black Spider. Thank you so much for that. A lot of these folks blow a gasket when they see Black joy, period. Why you think they're all upset that we ain't out there trying to stop for these illegals, that we're out here dancing and minding our business? And that's it. And they're telling you exactly what they're mad at, because they're saying, while the world's on fire, Black people just out here dancing. Oh, so you're just mad that we're dancing. You're mad that we're celebrating ourselves and we're living in our joy. Exactly. They hate Black comfort. That's what they hate. Black comfort. They hate Black joy. They hate to see a Black person looking and feeling free. Because when you're looking and feeling free, let's break that down, family. They really hate to see Black joy, because when you're looking in the face of Black joy, you're looking at the opposite of oppression. When they're able to see Black folks happy, they don't see a foot on your neck. That's how they like to see you. They like to see you with a foot on your neck. They like to see you downtrodden. They like to see you as little baby's kids. They hate to see you as a successful, well-thinking, emotionally stable Black person. They hate that to the core, because that means oppression isn't working. The system that they've been fighting so hard to upkeep and hold on to isn't working if it's not showing them our repression. So when they see Black joy, when they see Black love, when they see Black family, they're saying to themselves, where's the oppression? This ain't what I paid for. This ain't what I gave up all of the things I should be fighting for, like free healthcare, all the things that are better schools and things like that. We fight against that so Black folks don't get those things. After all I'm sacrificing, and they're still able to be joyful. They're still able to be happy, run around with a smile on their face. Everything that we do that makes us happy makes them mad. Let's give it all the attention that it deserves. Everything that makes us happy makes them mad. That's why we can't just go a day without one of those Nabiscos being in our business. Can't laugh, can't play basketball, can't take your eyes off the kids at the park because you don't want them to have to get hurt somebody. That's right. You don't want to have to go ahead and throw them hands and feet. Because at the end of the day, everywhere you turn, there's somebody with the stank face look, looking at you and your family, and all y'all doing is minding y'all business. Y'all don't even notice the people, but they're noticing you. Oh, they're definitely noticing you. And they're afraid. Being at peace and understanding who we are as not just foundational Black Americans, but as a warrior class. Oh, that's reverberating through all of these people, and it's hitting them in their heartstrings. It's making them so fearful because we're not allowing certain things to just be done to us anymore. Yeah, that's what they want us in a state of oppression. It's nothing but mental slavery. That's exactly what it is. And I, for one, I'm glad that we didn't broke and shattered everything. Delineation just shattered all kinds of all of their plans, all of their systems is really like coming down. It's tumbling like a mug. Left and right, we're seeing all these different tactics just crumble. And it's just by us saying, hey, you know what? We're going to concentrate on us and do us. We're going to support us. We're not going to let you railroad us. We're not going to let you do to this young brother that you want, that what you want to do. No, we're not going to allow it. We're going to put our money where our mouth is. We're going to fight for each other. All of us just standing for us. It's crumbling every system. And we're not letting anybody infiltrate that. But what they're doing, they're literally showing their fear. They're fearful that we're going to have more situations like this pop off.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out my face. Say that N-word again. Let's do it. Say that N-word again. Say it again. And everybody listen. You got some dogs. Say it again. You started me, bitch. You started me.
Oh yeah, baby, that ABK. They want to nip that in the bud. This is what they're really afraid of. That response, reaction, that immediate result. This is why everything they're using our brother Karmelo as a proxy and everything else, trying to make it seem like you can't defend yourself. Because let's be honest, they don't want this. They don't want this. They don't want foundational Black Americans standing on their square. No. They don't want us rushing anybody and everybody that come with that disrespect. Notice the dog didn't even step in. The dog stepped back, was like, oh shit, okay, oh wait, okay, go ahead, get your licks off, homie. All right. Somebody came and got the dog, was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and move you over here to the left. Move you to the left. No worries. We're gonna go ahead and just walk the dog off. We're gonna make sure the dog ain't involved in this. This is what they're trying to prevent. And by trying to prevent this, I guarantee you're gonna make things much worse. You're gonna make things much worse. Go ahead and drag the dog off to the left. Somebody get the dog. Oh, the dog got. They got the dog. But if you notice, the dog went and sat his ass right on down. Was like, oh no, oh, okay, oh shit, okay, hey, you know what? Go ahead, handle your business. Handle your business. That's what it is. But not just this, homie. Not just this, family. Homie had to feel the thunder, feel the hands and feet. They're not just afraid of this situation, family. This becoming the norm, the normality. They're afraid of this becoming the normality, especially with our young brothers like Karmelo having to defend himself against these racists at school and abroad. Salute, Rashad Wallace. Thank you for being here, family. And I don't mean abroad like abroad overseas. I mean outside of school. But they're afraid of this here too.
Hey, you better record. Come on, bitch.
Hey, do this shit, nigga. Get up, nigga. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up, bitch ass.
Wait, he bleeding.
Bitch
Hold
ass,
on.
nigga. Get up. Mr. Corner, watch out.
Wait.
Watch out, bitch. I'll do this shit. I'll do this shit, nigga. Don't forget who the fuck I am, bitch. Watch out. Fuck is you talking about?
Hey, yo. Watch this spit.
Family, the youth ain't playing no games because guess what? We ain't playing no games. And since we ain't playing no games, the youth is taking their cues from us. We ain't allowing the disrespect, all the come and try to mess with us. No. Y'all gonna learn to leave us the hell alone. Mind your damn business. Or you gonna find out. That's just the let me be very clear here. YouTube, I am not promoting violence or any of the sort. This is for teaching, scholarship, and commentary. Don't write a check that your ass can't cash. See, y'all want to run around here talking about how y'all want to say the N-word all you want and nobody's going to do nothing. You ain't understanding. There's always a cause and effect. And the effect will always match the cause. Hey, hate it or love it. But the truth of the matter is, we have the right to not only defend ourselves, but we have the right to defend our lives. And to tell you the truth, you folks have been very hostile towards us. And you think we're the only ones that see it? Oh, no. When we say the children are the future, this is why they keep attacking them, because they see what we're going through too. They know what we're fighting against out here. And since they see us standing on business, they're taking their cues and they're so willing to stand on business too. So this is why they target Karmelo. They don't want that to become a normality. They don't want this to become a normality where it's just a situation where it started off where a person could have just walked away, but it ended up with a slippery floor. Clean up on aisle 9. That dog is going to get adopted in the morning. That was negligent. But family, like I said, I'm not too worried about the murder one situation. Like I said, I feel like it's going to be a bargaining chip. They're going to try to get him to plead to a lesser charge rather than actually run with his self-defense defense. And I think that they know that self-defense will get him off. That's just my opinion. In my humble opinion, they're hiding something. That's just my humble opinion. I think, I believe, I assume. So we can say allegedly, when those tapes come out, when the discovery comes out, oh, we're gonna find out how bad this situation has been. And I really believe that, at some point, the Austin family are going to come out and try to make things die down. This is my thought, because one, the brother understands the twin. He knows what happened. And he's going to have to live with that for the rest of his damn life, that his brother and him started some nonsense that got his brother's life taken. And I think that they know that it's going to come out sooner or later, so they're going to try to get in front of it. Because they just been spreading, pushing all this. Oh, he was a straight A student. He was the captain of the football team and all this other stuff. Okay, cool. But if he was there bullying that kid and that kid did what he had to do, I'm pretty sure that those kids that was there, those witnesses, they're going to say so. But hey, what do I know? If you're not subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you can be notified whenever videos like this drop. Please make sure you're hitting that like and share button so we can beat up the algorithm. Make sure we get this message out to the ears that need to hear. And if you have not done so yet, please click that link in the description. Go to change.org, and the link is in the description. Salute to Still Kevin Tree. Thank you for being here, family. And put your signature on the petition for reparations. Family, I'm going to be honest with you. This is like number 2 on my watch list. This is literally like number 2 on my watch list. Salute the Black Spider once again. Thank you for your Cash App donation. I appreciate it. And your donation is blessed tenfold. I appreciate your contribution, my sister. What was I saying? This is like number 2 on my watch list. Of course, I'm watching everything that's happening in America right now. But this right here, this isn't going anywhere. I want to know exactly what's going on. I want to be getting with our brother Brian Jehovah, and I'm going to see if we can work some things out about getting information from the actual court case when it starts. Since my brother, I know he's up there in Dallas, so he's like right around the way from Collin County. So I want to speak with him and see if he's looking into going up there. If not, then we're going to make some adjustments. We're going to have to make some moves, and we're going to have to make some figure some things out to get up there. And we're going to have to really report on this because, like I said, these folks, it's all about the optics. And the more that they get the public, the mass public, to believe this nonsense, the harder it's going to be once the trial actually starts. Let's be very honest about that. And if he does get off, God willing, it's going to be a whole nother bag of snakes. Salute to William Air. Thank you for being here, family. Shalom to you. It's going to be a whole new bag of snakes. You know, but I want to make sure that we're getting the proper information out there because we know how they're going to try to make this situation look. We're not going to get all the real information. And I'm going to be, and he needs to. Absolutely. He absolutely needs to get off. Pause. Also, his family absolutely needs to get away from that tether because the optics of that dude just isn't good. It just isn't good. Every time they bring up this non-existent scam, they bring up the Alexander guy and his criminal history. And they post and plaster his pictures of his mug shots all over the damn net. All that, it makes it look even worse. However, like I said, I hope somebody can get into the family's ears and explain to them how this dude don't need to be talking every time there's a camera in the face. Every time there's a camera in his face, he just starts talking and it sounds awful as they come. But prayers to the family. We stand with you. If you ever come across this video, get rid of that dude. Get rid of that dude. I don't know if you feel like you owe him or whatever. Even if you don't get rid of him, stop him from talking on camera. Let your lawyer do that. That's what your lawyer's for. But with that being said, family, the doors of the church are now closed. Thank you for everybody who's here. Thank you for everybody who donated. My sister, Black Spider, thank you so much. Also, thank you to all the members. I appreciate each and every one of you. With that being said, the doors of the church are closed. Peace, family.
My grandfather built this country, man. He fought wars for it. And most places he went wouldn't let him sit down and get a cup of coffee. I can't even catch a cab in New York. You know, it doesn't matter how many degrees I get. All you people see is color. Your grandfather was an immigrant. You're American. My grandfather was born here, Duke. And you people still look at me as just another nigga.
I know that the government, whatever, can't stand us black people. He's doing everything in the world to make black man be extinct. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Us black people going to survive. So fuck everybody. I'm off.